Princess Charlene of Monaco misses another milestone. Royal is nowhere to be seen at Saint Devote Day as Prince Albert is joined by twins Princess Gabriella and Prince Jacques, 7, and his sister Princess Charlene in boat lighting ceremony. Prince Albert of Monaco was joined by his twins Princess Gabriella and Prince Jacques today. The royal family marked Saint Devote Day without Princess Charlene. The monarch, 63, wrapped up warm in a black coat and mask has attended the national celebrations with his sister Princess Caroline of Hanover, his nephew Louis Ducruet, and cousin Melanie Antoinette de Massy. But Princess Charlene, who turned 44 yesterday, was nowhere to be seen as she continued to get medical treatment outside the country. Yesterday, the royal slideshow of photos to mark the occasion, including candid snaps of her husband and children. Saint Devote Day marks yet another milestone without her family, after she missed her twins' birthday and Christmas last month. The former Olympic swimmer was admitted to an undisclosed treatment facility in November, within days of her return to Monaco following a 10-month absence in her native South Africa. Albert has remained vague as to the exact cause of Charlene's illness, although he has said she is suffering from emotional and physical exhaustion. Last month it emerged she is still months away from a full recovery. Albert took their children to visit their mother over the Christmas holidays, but it is not known whether they saw each other on her birthday yesterday. Dressing up for the occasion, both Jacques and Gabriella wore all-black ensembles and stayed COVID-safe with face masks. Their aunt Princess Caroline of Hanover, 65, also sported a dark ensemble. Meanwhile, Louis Ducruet, 29, the son of Princess Stephanie of Monaco and her former bodyguard Daniel Ducruet opted for a smart suit and tie. They were joined by Melanie Antoinette de Massy, 36, the daughter of Elizabeth Anne de Massy, Prince Albert's late first cousin. Saint Devote's Day is a national holiday in Monaco in remembrance of their patron saint, a Christian martyr who was killed and tortured for her faith in the 4th century. According to legend, Christians saved Saint Devote's body and cast it off in a boat to Africa in the hope that once there she would receive a Christian burial. A dove then flew from her mouth and guided the boat to Monaco, where it ran aground, and the saint has helped the principality in times of peril ever since. In line with the legend, Prince Albert and his children took part in an annual ceremonial ritual remembering the saint's final journey last night. The couple made their way through the crowds following a church service and stopped to shake hands with locals on their way. They also helped set light to a fishing boat, a tradition that's been going strong since the reign of Prince Louis II in 1942. They were given torches which they used to set fire to a fisherman's boat like the one that the saint's body was carried on. Shortly before Christmas it was revealed Princess Charlene is still several months away from making a full recovery. In November, Charlene was admitted to a treatment facility in an undisclosed location within days of her return to Monaco following a 10-month absence in her native South Africa. Her husband spoke out to say she is suffering from exhaustion, both emotional and physical, while friends told Page 6 that the mother of two almost died while she was in her hometown of Cape Town. A palace statement released on December 23 revealed Albert and the couple's children were planning to visit Charlene during the Christmas holidays, as well as asking for the family's privacy to be respected. It added that the princess is recuperating in a satisfactory and reassuring manner, although it may take a few more months before her health has reached a full recovery. Princess Charlene met Prince Albert in 2000 during a swimming competition in Monaco, and the pair married in 2011, before welcoming twins Gabriella and Jacques in 2014. Charlene returned to her husband and twins Jacques and Gabriella in November following almost a year in South Africa. While on a solo charity trip to the country, she contracted a severe sinus infection which prevented her from traveling. She subsequently needed surgery to treat the medical condition, which again delayed her return to Monaco. In the weeks after her arrival, Charlene remained absent from public duties. Albert later revealed the family reunion had gone pretty well in the first few hours, but it then became pretty evident that Charlene was unwell. He said the former Olympian realized she needed help, adding, "She was overwhelmed and couldn't face official duties, life in general or even family life." Albert explained, "I'm probably going to say this several times, but this has nothing to do with our relationship. I want to make that very clear. These are not problems within our relationship, not with the relationship between a husband and wife. It's of a different nature." He went on to tell a magazine her current state was a result of several factors which are private. Albert continued, "She hadn't slept well in a number of days and she wasn't eating at all well. She has lost a lot of weight, which made her vulnerable to other potential ailments. A cold or the flu or, God help us, COVID." He said it is not cancer-related or personal relationship issue and later said she is suffering from exhaustion, both emotional and physical. He later confirmed Charlene has been admitted to a treatment facility for undisclosed medical issues, as she works through a period of ill health. The location of the facility was not confirmed, though several sources claim it is in Switzerland. However, friends of the princess spoke out to suggest the issues were more physical than Albert appeared to suggest. Speaking to Page 6, a source described as the royal's friend said, "It is unfair that she is being portrayed as having some kind of mental or emotional issue. We don't know why the palace is downplaying that she almost died in South Africa." The source explained the royal had a severe ear, nose and throat infection, which resulted in severe sinus and swallowing issues stemming from an earlier surgery. Elsewhere, friends of Princess Charlene gave Tatler a rare insight into what the royal is really like, insisting that the former swimmer is a force to be reckoned with. One source rubbished any public perception that Charlene is naive and trapped in an unhappy marriage with Albert, saying, "I don't for one second think she did not know what she was doing when she married him." But one warned the mother of Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, 7, is not the type to be blindly controlled by the Monaco royal household. "Charlene is no Princess D," one said. "She may come across as being extremely naive, but nothing could be further from the truth. She is very good at keeping her smarts under wraps." Doubts about the central relationship of Monaco's royal family are not new. Several residents living in the narrow medieval alleys of Monacoville confirmed to Mail Online that before she left for South Africa, Charlene was spending most of her time outside the palace, living in a modest two-bedroom apartment above an old chocolate factory about 300 meters away, rather than in the 12th century palace itself. "We often saw her outside the palace and she would usually be alone or with a bodyguard," said one source, "but she was never with Albert. It was obvious she chose to spend most of her time in the apartment rather than the palace." Princess Charlene met Prince Albert in 2000 during a swimming competition in Monaco and the pair married in 2011, before welcoming twins Gabriella and Jacques in 2014. Born in Rhodesia, a previously unrecognized state in southern Africa colonized by the British, she relocated to South Africa aged 11. truth. She is very good at keeping her smarts under wraps. Doubts about the central relationship of Monaco's royal family are not new. Several residents living in the narrow medieval alleys of Monacoville confirmed to Mail Online that before she left for South Africa, Charlene was spending most of her time outside the palace, living in a modest two-bedroom apartment above an old chocolate factory about 300 meters away, rather than in the 12th-century palace itself. "We often saw her outside the palace and she would usually be alone or with a bodyguard," said one source, "but she was never with Albert. It was obvious she chose to spend most of her time in the apartment rather than the palace." Princess Charlene met Prince Albert in 2000 during a swimming competition in Monaco, and the pair married in 2011, before welcoming twins Gabriella and Jacques in 2014. Born in Rhodesia, a previously unrecognized state in southern Africa colonized by the British, she relocated to South Africa aged 11.